Hello all. Hi, good evening. I'm Pratibha from Advice Chennai. A warm welcome from all of us at Advice to our entire student population who are keenly following us on this social media platform. We're happy to share our expertise with you with you students as we celebrate our 30th anniversary this year at Advice. Advice has been guiding and assisting students since 91 to help pursue their dream careers abroad. We have successfully helped place students to campuses in USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Malaysia, Singapore, and the list goes on. Advice has been their one-stop shop for all their university admission-related queries, your international study needs, helping them out with their entrance preparations, career counseling, course selections, profile building. We help choosing their destinations, application process, the visas itself, and much more than that. For those who are new here, we're just a click and a call away with almost 23 branches all across India. Our experts are available to talk to you for any queries, consult us in person or online. We have our exclusive iMeet sessions going on the entire day. You could definitely log on to these sessions for any of your queries across. Today's session is a highlight to talk about the recent positive updates suggesting the repatriation of student population back to campuses in Australia. If you have any queries and questions related to this topic, please post them at the end of this or any time during the session. As many of you are following, Australia has been one of our top destinations. They're one of their biggest and the most popular international study destinations, offering a multitude of program options, ranging from IT and engineering, which are the most popular. Hospitality is one of their major programs as well, health, humanities, business, law, you name it. And the student population consists of almost 100 plus nationalities that are currently students in Australia. We have more than 40 international public research universities, some of them within the top 100 QS rankings worldwide. Possibly, if you are not familiar, let me name a few of them. The Australian National University, the University of Sydney, University of Adelaide, Monash, University of Queensland, UNSW, the University of Melbourne, and University of Western Australia, just so that you're familiar with these names. They're most popular for their range of study areas, their practical learnings as well, their scholarships, and high-end research possibilities. The international student population in Australia has always been on the increase in the last few years. We've almost seen close to 700,000 students, let's say until the end of 2019. In 2020 March, with the start of the world pandemic, Australia has shut its international and the internal borders, mainly to prevent the spread of COVID. This was actually to help the students, the international students, as well as residents and citizens, but it's had its adverse effects on the international students, mainly the students who had either just started university or had just returned for a semester break. Though it was a good measure, I think a lot of students have definitely been affected, forcing them to either defer their starts or force them to start online. Australia has been in the lockdown since the last 18 months with very few eligible students, those who are either into PhDs or following health related studies or probably in their last semesters, who have been allowed to travel, of course with travel exemptions. Well, so here today we're finally discussing a possible end to this whole session of students stranded abroad. Australia has finally announced opening up and easing of its border restrictions. So we're soon to be having students traveling back to Australia, let's say from the end of 2021. We have first the Prime Minister, who has announced that from 1st November onwards, they would ease out the border restrictions and allow more student entries into Australia. This would be in coordination with the vaccination policies currently available in Australia. They have assured that once the nation has reached its maximum vaccinations, stranded students, citizens, and others will be allowed to enter, be placed in quarantine, and then either resume into campuses or otherwise. Currently, Australia is at an all-time high of 73% people and residents who are vaccinated with single doses, and almost 63 to 65% have already been double dose vaccinations. The PM has also assured students that they will be allowed to return possibly after the 1st November. So it's a very close watch until the deadlines start for us. Prior to this also, the universities have already been in close connecting with the federal authorities, trying to request for the student returns. We saw this first in Charles Darwin University when they took back 63 of their students back into the Northern Territory. Currently, we have NSW, which is at the foremost. They have worked out a pilot program and they are actively working to get back about 250 students every 2 weeks, quarantine them before they can get back to their respective campuses. These would possibly include students who have already started, let's say in 2020 or earlier, and currently in their last couple of semesters, or they're probably those who had enrolled for the online classes, let's say the beginning or mid of 2020. The universities in Sydney have conjointly formed a group, started with this pilot program, and they have also emailed many of their students requesting to take them surveys on how the vaccination policies have been followed, whether or not they have been vaccinated, if it's Covishield, okay. They've also been asked to express their interest on dates to travel. There are a few of our students who've also been assigned dates possibly to travel as early as the first week of December. More good and positive news is to follow soon from NSW. To add to this, I would definitely want to suggest that Covishield has already been approved as an approved vaccination for entry into Australia. South Australia was also one of the first states that had initially got its federal government approval to repatriate students. They're still gearing up to get the required numbers, approximately around 120 to 150 students probably into their campuses. The Victoria State also, the Melbourne was actively lobbying to get its students on board. In fact, they were one of the first as well to get the federal government approval, but the COVID, the numbers has been on the rise with several lockdowns in the ACT or the Victoria State. So international students already have been approved in about 120 students every week to start by the end of 2021. Queensland, to add to the list, has recently announced, probably just 2 days back, has added to its share of positivity with their Premier announcing the approvals to facilitate the return of students back to Australia campuses. They have in fact set up exclusive quarantine facilities. In fact, they are also looking at designated airports to receive the pilot program students. Western Australia has been one of the safest states during this entire pandemic, with very less casualties reported. In fact, we're still awaiting for Western Australia's return policies for their international students. Meanwhile, students have been already been facilitated to continue to the West their online studies without any interruptions. Any students currently pursuing their courses online, or if you have any queries or questions, feel free to post them here. Let me try and help you with any queries or questions. So at this outset, we would like to urge and encourage students and prospective students looking to study in Australia to accept their pending offers, process their visas at the earliest. If you have not yet applied, I would definitely still suggest to keep Australia as your first choice of destination. We would definitely look to positive and better days, to continue your studies. If you are unable to meet us in person, do make use of our online sessions and iMeet sessions, where you could definitely connect to one of our Australia counselors. Any questions or queries? Any of you who are already enrolled in the online sessions or have already started studies, please do connect with your coordinators at your respective universities. I'm sure they would be getting back to you on your emails with the pilot program details. Meanwhile, I do hope you're all staying safe with all the necessary measures and your vaccinations and the vaccination passports ready. If you have all the documents necessary to show proof of them, please keep them handy so that you can start with it as soon as repatriation starts. Any questions? Thank you so much for positively watching us for more positive news. Let's hope Australia opens up to all the students waiting so patiently over the last 18 months. Wishing you all the best, students. Let's hope to catch up soon. Thank you all.